algo governance. What did we make? Was it worth it? Are we going to do it again? And yeah, so let's dig into the video. So here we go. Governance period 8. As you may know, I did this back in June. It started basically 1 July, I guess I say June because 30 June, right here, right? 30 June was when it started. We had a little trouble. You have to be in by 13 July, which I think I made it in by like the 4th or 5th of July. There was a vote on the 31st. As you may have seen the video, we talked about how I voted, why I voted those ways, and I explained all that good stuff. And the period ended 30 September. Reward distribution until 7 October. Well, I can tell you this morning it hit my algo wallet. So what did we get? Everyone wants to know. Was it worth it? What's the deal? Let's talk about it. Okay. For this period, I put 6,000 algo locked up for the period of 3 months, and it ended, and my reward, this is a snapshot of my algo wallet. Yes, I know it says 12,043, but I only, if you look right here, the 6,000, that's what we put in, right? This morning I got 62.55 algo. Okay, so you're like, doesn't sound like much, but let's check it out, right? So let's get out the handy dandy calculator, and if we want to do a percentage, we take what we got, which was 62.55. That was our reward, and what we risked was the 6,000. Ooh, I can't math. There we go. Divided by 6,000, and that gives us right at, you move the decimal point here, so basically 1%, right? 1.04. We can pretty much call that 1%. All right, now let's check that against some other things, right? Okay, so we pulled 1% in 3 months. Sounds good, right? Is your bank account doing that? No, you're not getting 1% a year in your savings account. So if we did this every 3 months for the full year, we would get just a hair over 4%, right? Now we look at the staking in ADA, and of course, you know, this is a very small amount, but basically this wallet changes a lot. But what I can tell you is, on average, if you go to ada.org or Cardano.org, I'm sorry, and you look, the average is anywhere from 3.75 up to 4% at the highest. There's been times it was 5% for staking, but I believe because so many people are staking now, it's really about 3.5%, 4%. So the best you could hope for is 4%. So I would say algo staking is very comparable to ADA staking or Cardano staking. But the difference is your algo is locked up for that 90 days and your ADA is only locked up for 5 days, but in order to get that full amount, you're paid very, very small amounts every 5 days. It would add up. So if you lock them both up for a year solid, you're looking at 4% in algo. In ADA, you're looking anywhere from 3.75 up to about maybe 4.5, depending on luck and how good of a staking pool you happen to be in. Now, one of the other things is, okay, 4%, that's great, right? 4% is way more than you're going to get in most investments per year. But then people say, hey, the S&P, you know, averages 10% a year. It does on the years that it gets anywhere. Right now, it's not doing so great. Might be a great time to buy if you're doing that, not financial advice, but this is a lot more fun, right? So how can you bump those numbers up, right? Let's see. So MinSwap, if you check out MinSwap, and I'm gonna tell you this number, ADA net worth and asset net worth, it changes every minute because it's also all of my assets together, what their ADA worth is. But I'm farming and I have these assets on the farm. I provide liquidity on MinSwap, and then you go in to the farm, and so we look at my farms as it loads here, And these say 29% APR, 18-point APR. Now these numbers constantly change because they also depend on how often things are being used and the fees and stuff you get. And basically every month I harvest, so I harvest at the beginning of this month. And so these were all zero a few days ago. I'm already earning some min, a little bit of ADA, so on and so on. But what did I do? I calculated it over the same time period, all right? So let's go back here. So we're not looking at that. Let's get out the calculator. Now, what happened? So in the past 90 days, past 3 months, the exact same amount of time I had algo in there, I was also yield farming. And although you're paid in min and other things, there's an ADA equivalency. So when I get the min, after I get so much of it, I sell it for ADA. So, and I did the math on the equivalency of everything, and what I got was 7. Now these are way bigger numbers, guys. I have the majority of my money is in ADA, and when I say way bigger numbers, the numbers I'm using to do these calculations are way bigger. But it doesn't matter whether you have $100 or $1 million. These percentages is what we're really talking about. Okay. So I earned 717 ADA over this 90-day or 3-month period, right? And I had 16,669. I did it again. I don't know how to use a calculator. Okay, divided by 717 ADA that I earned, divided by 16,669 ADA equivalency to what was in there. And when we hit the equal sign, we earned 4.3% in 3 months. 4.3% in 3 months. Okay. So yield farming, although way more risky, I'm earning 4% in every 3 months. Now, every 3 months you take that, you roll it in, and you put it back in there. So, you know, the next 3 months I won't have 16,069. I'll have more like 17,400 or something like that. And it will be earning 4%, and then I just keep adding it back in there and let it compound. So in my opinion, yes, although algo staking is comparable to ADA staking, I would just say yield farming does much better. If we look at this by the year, we're talking, you know, I mean, we can just say do this 4 times, and we're looking at 17.2%. All right, and that's not counting rolling it back in and compounding it. So you make 17% a year yield farming. Now, a lot of times people look at this and they see these crazy interest rates in yield farm, and that's what it's making today. If everything stayed the same today, that's where you would be in a year. But sometimes you see one that's like 80% interest, and you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna just about double my money. And within 3 or 4 weeks, it drops down to, you know, 30, 20, 50, whatever. And after a year and a half, it's probably sitting at, you know, 8% again. So be very careful with yield farming. Not a financial advice at all. I'm not telling anyone to yield farm. Super risky. Don't play with any money that you can't just light on fire, okay? This right here, as everyone knows, the reason I call this PoorCryptoSteve is because I started out with very little. I took money that I was going to go out to eat with, and I decided instead of going to Hardee's and spending $12 on lunch, I'm going to buy $12 worth of Ethereum. And at the time, you know, people are like, $12 for the Ethereum, what is that? That's stupid. Well, it's not so stupid now. So only use money that you can throw away. Don't invest any money that, don't invest your rent, all right? So, hey, am I going to do this again? I am. So what we do, we're going to come up here. We're going to go to the active period, right? And now we are on a new page, and I'm going to commit some algo, and hopefully this will work the first time, because last time I tried to show you this, it did not. Okay, so here we have algo. Let's change this up. They always say don't hit max. I don't want to hit max. I want to leave a little bit in there, but I'm telling you what, I'm feeling 12,000, okay? We don't have any other tokens, and let's commit algo, right? Oops, and now it needs my phone. I gotta do the phone, I always forget that it makes me verify on my phone. Confirm on my phone. My transaction is being processed, and we saw that it's doing stuff. Transaction successful on my phone, and we are good to go here. All right, so now we have committed 12,000 algo, and if my calculations are right, I should get about 120, 121 algo in 3 months, providing everything stays the same and providing I don't forget to vote. So, hey, if you like this video, throw me a like, tell me what you liked about it, tell me what I left out, tell me what other coins you want to hear about. Do you like the news? Do you like this, how we show you how? Do you want a more in-depth yield farm video? You know what? Just drop it down there. Tell me what you like. There's going to be some other videos popping up. And hey, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Get your friends, get your dog, get your grandma, get everyone to subscribe, because I'm wanting to do a, I don't know, 1,000 algo giveaway, or maybe 500 Cardano giveaway when I hit 500 subscribers. Okay, so if you're there, I'm gonna put out a video based off the comments. I'll pick someone and we'll give something away. Okay, something like that. All right, thanks for watching. Peace.